I have this story from Disney World that I just feel like I need the whole world to know. When we were shooting that episode or two episodes of The Middle at Disney World, it was really chaotic. It was like very, very chaotic. And we were shooting at the actual Disney World. And so we had to get a lot of shot, like they can't close down the whole park. They can close down sections, and we have a very limited time frame that we have in order like to shoot specific scenes. There was one that it was like we had to get the fireworks, we had to get us in front of the fireworks, and we had 9 minutes to shoot this. Like we had to get it all set up, and then we had to act the actual 9 minutes of the fireworks because we were shooting in front of the real fireworks, and they weren't going to do more fireworks. Like that was it. We had the real fireworks, and then if we didn't get it, we didn't get the shot. For the course of the 2 weeks we were there, it was just a series of things like that. And I don't know if you know anything about Disney, but they are so strict about their characters. Like their characters are not, if you play one of their characters, you don't play one of their characters. You can say like, I'm a friend of Minnie or whatever. And they're like so strict. They are so strict about not ever breaking character if they're in costume. Like even if they're, I think, backstage, they probably have to still maintain character. So we're shooting this scene, and I'm going to use, I don't know if you guys know film terminology. It was a oneer, which means just that it was all in one take. It all had to be, it was one, there were no cuts. It was like, it was following us. I don't remember what we were doing. Like, I don't remember why we were running through this, like, I don't know what, we were always running in that show. We were always running in the middle. We're always running somewhere, and especially in the Disney World episode. So we're all running, and it was a oneer where we were like following some, I don't know, we're just like running, and we're running into a lot of people. And one of the bits was running into Gaston. And so with a oneer, you have to set everything up perfectly, because if you mess up something in the last second, the whole take is ruined and you have to do it all again. So like you rehearse a bunch of times and you try to get it absolutely perfect, and then you do it as few times as possible. Because also, again, we were on a big time crunch. So the director she was going around, like she was a little crazed, rightfully so, during these 2 weeks. And she's asking all these extras who have specific choreography. She's like, okay, what's your name? What's your name? And they tell her and be like, okay, great. Like Angie, you're going to go over there. I don't know, whatever. Maybe there really wasn't Angie. And she asks the guy playing Gaston, she goes, sorry, okay, sir, what's your name? And he goes, I'm Gaston, whatever. And she goes, no, sir, what's your real name? And he goes, I'm Gaston. And she was like, I am not fucking around, sir. I need to block this right now. What is your name? And he goes, I see this guy, like I see fear. I'm watching this grown man, like have no idea what to do. He's like thinking about his bosses. He's thinking about if people are watching, and he's thinking about, I witnessed this grown man go, Matt. She was like, I'm sorry. And he's like, Matt? She was like, all right, Matt, so you're going to go over there, and then we're going to go, and I hear footsteps, just like, because obviously it's Disney. And so there were a ton of executives and a ton of like people, representatives of the park at Video Village watching. And I just hear like 5,000 footsteps of running over. And I see them take our director, like literally like huddle, like tell her. And she goes, huh? Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. And comes back, walks over, like kind of rolling her eyes, but like, okay. She was like, I'm sorry, Gaston, you go over there. And he goes, oh, thank you. Oh. And everything was back to normal and everything's fine. But it was, if you've ever seen, like I guarantee you've never seen a Disney character break character. And I hadn't either. And I never will again. And it was the most amazing, it was the most fantastic, I think, moment of my life.
I just remembered another random thing about filming at Disney World, and I do want to be very clear up front that this is not I'm expressing no opinions about Disney or Disney World. I'm just telling an experience that I had while filming at Disney World. So in one of the episodes, I think it was the second episode, like a big plot point is that Sue, the character I played, has this binder, and like everything is mapped out in the binder to have like the best experience. And one of the things, like, of course, it has a binder. And one of the things is like we need to go here. I think it was Space Mountain. We need to go to like Space Mountain at this time because the wait time is going to be really short. And then because it's a sitcom and because it's not, it's a really long time. And in the script, it said smash cut to the banner reading wait time 70 minutes. And we get to Disney World and we're like figuring out how to put on the thing, you know, wait time 70 minutes. And a representative from the park comes over and is like, we can't do that. No. And the creators were like, oh, it's in the script. And they were like, yeah, we can't, we can't have that be on the show. We can't have that be a thing. And they were like, it's a joke. Oh, it's a joke. Like maybe they didn't understand. It's a joke. It's supposed to be like super, really long. It's silly. They were like, no. And the creators were like, okay, well we already shot the last scene. Like we can't cut this part. And they were like, oh no, of course you can't. Or we're not asking you to do that. It should change to 20 minutes. And they were like, that's not a joke. Our viewers would be confused. That's a very good wait time for Space Mountain. And they would not budge. And they are Disney, so there was no fighting. Like we were not gonna win. They were not gonna win. And so if you watch the episode, the workaround that they did, which I thought was like pretty clever, it just smash cuts to our face, our face. And we're like, ah! And so it's implied, like the implication is that it is a long time, and the viewers can draw their own conclusions on what they think that wait time is. And I thought, that's clever, everybody wins, I would watch it and think it's probably closer to 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours, and Disney can go on believing that people think that 20 minutes is a long time to wait at their parks.